Hello everyone, welcome to the Currency of Democracy. I'm your host Josh Davis. This is a libertarian opinion show of how the government is growing, the dollar is losing value, and you should be fed up. So let's jump right into the Kagan hearings. People are very upset that a liberal justice would be on the Supreme Court. I have mixed feelings myself, but basically, in the end, I don't like the direction of the Supreme Court in general. There's the idea that the Supreme Court is infallible, and so they can't do any wrong, and whatever they say is the last word. So with that, I have a big problem with the Supreme Court in the first place. So it doesn't matter to me who is on the Supreme Court, because if states do not have the idea of nullification under their belts, which liberals apparently do have a problem with, then we have no recourse, and the federal government is the supreme being in this country. So I don't have an opinion on the person, really. I don't have, which, you know, you can't be judgmental of people in the first place. You know, people are people, but the problem is the fact that people are politicizing the Supreme Court. They're on the Supreme Court for life, as opposed to everybody else being elected. And you know, the president's elected, congressmen are elected, senators are elected, but Supreme Court justices are there for life, and so they can't be bound by the ideology of the day. They must do what's right, and they really have to abide by the Constitution. However, over time, we've seen that they aren't striking down unconstitutional laws all the time. And this is where states' rights come into play. But while we're talking about the Supreme Court, they just passed a ruling on gun rights. The Supreme Court, I forget the which case this was, but it's been around for 2 years. There has been no decision. You know, they've been thinking about this at length. They finally decided 5-4 that it is somebody versus Chicago. Chicago cannot ban guns. They can't hinder on the rights of the people to own a gun. It's self-defense, and this is why the Second Amendment was created in the first place. And I believe that they did the right thing. In a libertarian point of view, in a constitutional point of view, conservative, the original liberal philosophy, not the current philosophy, so we're talking classical liberalism, gun rights have been upheld, and because of the Second Amendment. There is the idea, for example, from Tom Woods himself. Tom Woods and people like Mike Church, who I have great respect for. These guys are awesome. But I believe that they're absolutely wrong in saying that this is a states' rights issue, or municipalities at that. I believe that they're absolutely incorrect. So if you come up and take a look at Article 6, Article 6 says, this Constitution and the laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. So, Tom Woods and Mike Church are absolutely incorrect. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. That comes absolutely number one. It's first. I have to say, other than the common law of England, this is what our whole United States are based on. It's based on common law. But Constitution comes first. And Amendment 2 does say, well, let's read it. Amendment 2. If I can find it. It will be in here somewhere. Amendment 2. A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. They read this. They read, Article 6, and you have to say that the Supreme Court made the right decision, and gun rights are upheld. Therefore, all laws in Chicago banning guns and all that are void. They're null and void. And so they did the right thing. Okay. But, and this is why I talk about Tom Woods, though, because in his philosophy, the states have the absolute right. But you have to believe, or you have to understand that the states created the federal Constitution. It is a binding contract. And, anything listed in the Constitution is the law of the land. It's it's the law of the whole United States. Yes, there are limited powers to the Congress, and there are certain provisos that the states can't do. But all in all, it is, it's still a contract. This is how we created the federal government. So, this actually is not a states' rights issue. This is individual rights and property ownership at that, self-defense. It's just the truth. So, but in recognition of Tom Woods, he just came up with, or he just put out his new book called Nullification, How to Resist Tyranny in the 21st Century. That's the whole name of it. And so what I'm going to do, Mike Church and Tom Woods recently had an interview, or Mike Church interviewed Tom Woods. And they talked about nullification and, the whole shebang, the history of it, how it pertains to today, why we will have to nullify the federal government in many levels, especially because of federal debt. There will eventually be a crash. Notice that the Dow is dipping, by the way. We're under 10,000 again. So